Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. I know it's not 7 o'clock, it's actually 6:30 Central Time, but I am taking my wife on a date. So I have moved up the time here to my childhood. I always wanted to be Danny LaRusso, and so that was I thought I'd at least check it out. And they're like 30-minute episodes, so they're not even that long, but yeah, we'll see. It's got to get some legs, I guess, but not terrible. So again, I apologize for having to go live early, but I'm not going to apologize for wanting to take my wife on a date. So that's just how it is. Her birthday was last Friday, and so we're going to go see the Avengers movie again. I've seen it once already. She's going to see it for the first time, so that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to this episode tonight. It's been a guy that I have admired from afar for a long time and for several years now. And just getting to know him is really cool. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy getting to know him too. So it is 6:30 and I'm going to get started. So so you guys know, my guest tonight has been on YouTube for a long, long time. He was absolutely one of the founders of kind of what we now call today the YouTube community, and the kind of the style and the way that we do videos now was pioneered by this guy and a bunch of other guys, not just my guest tonight, but there was a group of folks that started doing videos long before I even knew videos about baseball cards were on YouTube. And so without further ado, let me introduce my guest tonight. It's Michael Wilkie. You guys better know him as either Arfalc77 or some just call him Sevens. Michael, how you doing?
Well, I was just waxing on and waxing off while I was waiting for you, so I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I was a more
How's that for a segue?
Paint the fence guy. I was a paint the fence guy, but
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg. Well, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you could be here. Thanks for doing this.
Well, thanks for having me. I look forward to the format and all the questions that are about to come my way.
Well, we're going to have kind of normal on Beyond Cardboard here. We're going to do some kind of cardboard questions, kind of catch everybody up on what you do and your impact on the hobby. We're going to have some great stuff on kind of beyond cardboard and what your life is like when you're not looking at pictures of grown men in football and baseball uniforms. And hopefully we'll have some great questions from the audience. I've had some people already text me some questions because they knew they couldn't be on the live show. So please write in your questions here. I'll write them down frantically as y'all are doing that. And then we'll do my favorite part, which is rapid fire. So are you ready for me to be your Mr. Miyagi tonight?
I am ready. Bring it on.
Okay. Well, my first question is kind of how you got started collecting. How old were you? What kind of got you going in the hobby?
I was 8 years old, which would have been 1977. And what started me, I guess, was there was a little corner store that we used to ride our bike to, my brothers and I, and just go buy gum and candy bars and stuff like that.
Okay.
And we saw packs of 1977 Topps baseball in there for 30 cents a piece.
Nice.
And just started buying them, and other kids in the neighborhood had some baseball cards, hockey cards, stuff like that. And you know how it goes. It just took off. We started collecting them, and I think my personality is one of kind of a very big angry kind of nature in the first place, collecting things, organizing things, and it immediately grabbed my attention, and the rest is history.
Awesome. Well, who are your favorite kind of teams and players that you collect now?
My favorite teams and players, clearly anyone that has known me for a long time knows that I've been a Falcons fan for 30 years on the football side. I am living in Minnesota, so I do follow the Vikings. I am a fan, but not like I'm not like a total fan of the Vikings. I just enjoy watching them.
Right.
On the baseball side, again, I'm going to go back to the early days of when cable TV started. I had the WGN network at home, so I'd come home from school and I would watch Cubs baseball. And the fact that they were on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, this is well before they had their first night game, I would watch Cubs baseball religiously. And then TNT, or TBS network, was a couple years behind, so I would watch Braves games. So I was always a fan of the Cubs first and foremost, but I love the Braves, and then, of course, the Twins, because that's where I live. And then, I'm sorry, were you asking favorite players also at this time?
Sure, knock yourself out. Yeah.
Yeah. Not much of a relation there other than, of course, with the Falcons. Matt Ryan, and I started collecting him in 2008. And Andre Rison, which he kind of symbolized why I like the Falcons. I've always been a fan of underdog teams, and I think when I first started following the Falcons in about 80, 89, 90, they had just fired Lehman Bennett, and Jerry Glanville took over the team, and he ran that run-and-shoot offense, which nobody has ever done before, and I found that incredibly appealing, even though they weren't very good in the first couple of years. It was still fun watching Andre Rison and Michael Haynes. Who was the third guy? Oh, Mike Pritchard. So it was a heavy passing game. Chris Miller was a quarterback, which you could really give a shit about him at this point in time any more than I did then. But so I collect Andre Rison, I collect Matt Ryan, and then on the baseball side, Vladimir Guerrero, Nolan Ryan, and Tony Gwynn. And I pretty much just limit it to those guys.
Is it Andre Bad Moon Rison? Is that what?
Yeah, Bad Moon Rison. Yeah, Andre burned my house down, Rison.
That's right. He was married to Left Eye, whatever, right? Or Chili, or one of the.
I don't think he ever married her. I think he was just banging her and he was dating her. That was
Okay.
about it.
All right.
Yeah. that kind of went south for him, though.
It didn't turn out too well for him. What's he doing now?
Didn't turn out well for. It didn't turn out well for her either, because remember, she went down in a plane crash, and that was that.
That's right. What's Bad Moon Rison doing now?
He is actually the strength and conditioning coach at the University of Michigan State. And I think we all know that Michigan State's not a great place to be right now either.
No doubt.
With all that scandal going on there, but and he's busy in his off time putting crappy, inconsistent autographs on his cards.
Right. Off the sticker, as you like to say.
No two Andre Rison autographs are the same, and anyone that watches my videos when I show Andre Rison cards, you can see how incredibly inconsistent his autographs are. Like, dude, take the time to sign your name with a little bit of respect.
Yeah, I know you hate the off the sticker stuff. That just pisses you off to no end. I love it.
You're right. I do. Yep.
Well, you sent me some pictures of some parts of your collection, which I absolutely love. The pictures you sent were great. My printer didn't do them justice, but I'm going to show you guys some stuff that he collects and that Michael collects. By the way, if you're just joining in, I got Michael Wilkie with me here, Arfalc77. And he's got an awesome collection of threads from, is this Panini Football, Michael?
No, that one right there, that would have been a 2009 Upper Deck SP football.
Upper Deck. But it's a threads like subset, like a patch subset?
Yeah, that was a patch set that they had.
Dude, those are just freaking awesome.
From
how long did that?
2009.
How long did that take you to complete?
That particular set you were showing right there, I think has 81 patches in it. I don't think I sent you all the pictures. I was just picking them off a website. I was the collector of the month for Upper Deck back in 2010, and that's where I went to get these pictures from. And so I just kind of took them off there and sent them to you as you had asked for. So yeah, I think there was 81 parts in that set, something like that. It took I went at it right away when it first came out. It took probably 4 or 5 months, which, when you think about it, that's not a lot of time to finish a set.
Not really at all. I'm impressed you found them all that quick.
Yeah, there was a lot of places. I think that set is numbered to 99, if I remember right, and there was just a lot of them on eBay. And one of my rules is always grab a card first when you're doing a set and look for an upgrade there.
Right.
So if it's a one-color patch or a jersey, or as we call it, a tampon, then you grab it when you can, fill in the set, and then you upgrade later.
Hey, just a technical thing. You're kind of echoing. If I'm on speaker on your end, would you mind taking me off speaker?
Yeah, I'm not. You're not on speaker. I'm talking right into the phone.
There you go.
Better?
That's
right
much,
next to my computer. So
yeah, that's much better.
maybe some feedback.
Yeah, just if you're watching along, that's fine. But just make sure it's on mute or whatever. But
Yep.
and then there's this Ultimate Collection. Holy crap! This is freaking awesome. I only printed one of them, but holy crap, dude. These are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Tell me about that.
It's without question my favorite set of all time in any sport is 2008 Upper Deck Ultimate Collection. And I'll just take the floor for a minute and tell you what it is in that set that I've pursued for, 15 years now?
Yeah.
There is a silver for the 99 set with single patch and dual patch. There is the bronze number to 35 single and dual patch. A gold version number to 25 single and dual patch. Not to mention the massive Ultimate Signatures collection. So basically every subset in that product I have collected. I've completed one of them, and that's the silver number 99. I need 2 cards to complete the dual version, and then a handful of cards each on the bronze and the gold single and dual, and I'm currently 3 cards away from completing the Ultimate Signatures. That's a cool autograph set, too, because every player in that set had 2 cards each with 2 different photographs and 2 different styles of design on the card, and clearly, without question, my favorite set ever.
Pepino Man's calling you Patches O'Hooligan. Hooligan.
That's a good one.
That's a good reference.
You can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's right. Those are just gorgeous. And you sent me a bunch more. I just sat there and marveled at them. They are really, really pretty. And I mean, you're still looking, right? I mean, if you're still missing some, you're probably, do you just search on eBay? How do you do that?
Yeah, I search eBay. I search some of the bulletin boards that are out there. Friends of mine that are also collectors in our community have much more patience and much more time to dig into some of the bulletin boards, like on blowout cards and the forums and whatnot. So they have eyes out for me. I search Beckett Marketplace. I search Check Out My Cards, which I call Check Out My Ball Sack. Every possible place I can look. And there is a guy right now that actually has the 3 cards I need to complete the Ultimate Signature set. But he also needs 3 or 4 cards. And the problem for him is 2 of the cards he needs are the Ichiro Suzuki autographs. And they almost never, ever show up on eBay because the Japanese market has bought them all.
Right.
They're gone. They're out of the secondary market. So all I need is, I can't remember off the top of my head, Jason Giambi, which I can't see that many people would be terribly concerned about Jason Giambi. I'm cheating now. I'm looking over at my cheat sheet.
Yeah, you can look at your cheat sheet.
Roger Clemens, the arm up version, number to 30, and Tom Seaver with the arm down version, number to 60. He has all 3 of them, and I emailed that guy, and I offered him twice the high book value, or in some cases the high sale value that I had bought because I follow all these things.
Right.
And he turned me down.
Do you have the Ichiros? You have all the Ichiro ones too?
Yes, I have both of the Ichiros. I have both of the Albert Pujols. All the big names in there, I have them both.
They are stunning. That's all I can tell you. Just gorgeous. obviously that's your favorite set of all time, which was going to be my next question.
Yep.
You just said it.
Yeah.
Would you? All right. So you collect basketball. I mean, I'm sorry, baseball and football primarily. Is that correct?
Yep. Baseball and football.
So what do you like better?
Between the two,
Yeah,
I'm a baseball guy.
In terms of hobby too,
Through
like
and through.
just baseball, kind of classic.
Yeah, baseball over football, and really my focus in my collecting has always been sets. Not like in the sense of it's like you and Caesar and a lot of the guys, you collect actual full sets with the full checklist of players, including rookie cards. I do more like the subsets that are either inserts, parallels, patches, or autographs. And so sets come first, and then player collections like my Vladimir Guerrero, Nolan Ryan, et cetera, those come second for me. So when I can't find cards for my set, then I search for my players.
We might be brothers. Like, I think maybe we have the same mom, because I also collect subsets. I've been doing some different things. I've done some Panini sets only because they're way less expensive, and it's got a lot more kind of unique Hall of Famers in them. And so
yeah,
the relics aren't that snazzy. Certainly, like Upper Deck just killed it for about 5 years in the mid 2000s with relic cards. They were just really killing it on that. But and then I collect players, and I love Vlad, even though he only spent one season with the Rangers, and I'm a huge Nolan Ryan guy too. So we could be brothers. Let's see. What's your dream item? Like, you got a wonderful collection, awesome collection. If you could have one thing, what would it be?
That's a super hard question for me. I don't really have one really. When I see crazy price stuff, I get excited, think about going after it, but like the grounded, reality-driven side of me always wins out on stuff like that. So I don't know. There's a one-of-one Vladimir Guerrero bat barrel out there with his name on it that I always think about. But the problem is somebody goes and lists items you want like that for $2,500, and then it's like my dreams are shattered.
Like, thanks, but no thanks. I'm not going to pay that kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm just too grounded in reality to actually go out and allow myself to buy one of those items. And I don't know. I would rather take $2,500 and put it into 25 $100 cards. You know what I mean? And
absolutely
grow my collection.
Are you going to the National this year?
I'm on the fence right now. I'm 50-50. I haven't made up my mind.
Because I know that's where you can find some of those items, not necessarily at a better price, but there's just so much cool stuff there.
Oh, absolutely! I've seen so many things in all the years I've been going to the Nationals that you literally just stand there and drool looking at them.
If there was a former or current player that you would like to have a beer with, who would it be?
This one would probably surprise you because it's outside of the realm of baseball or football. And I've always been a big fan of him, but I always have wanted to sit down and have a beer with Charles Barkley.
Okay.
Because Charles is a down-to-earth guy. He's a conservative guy, which is kind of funny because he's African-American, and he came from Alabama, and that's typically not such a conservative place. But what I love and respect about the guy is he is just blunt about everything he says.
I would love to play golf with Charles Barkley because he would make me look good on the golf course.
So one story I always love to tell about Charles Barkley is when he was running for governor of Alabama, he ran as a Republican, and his mother said to him, "Why are you running as a Republican? That's just a bunch of conservative rich guys with money." And he says, "Yeah, Mom, but I am one of those." And in fact, he's just right on top of that from a reality perspective. This guy's grounded. I respect that about him. And I love his bluntness. He's blunt, and life's too short to beat around
Have you ever seen the movie Step Brothers with Will Ferrell
Oh yeah, I
and
can see in the column there. We just become best friends.
yep.
Yep.
Did you guys just become best
I'm
friends?
not gonna put my ball sack on your drum set though.
Okay, thank you, man. I would be upset if you did that. Um,
Yeah, no problem.
let's see. Do you get to go to a lot of ballparks since baseball is kind of your number one?
I haven't been to a lot of ballparks. If I think off the top of my head, obviously here at home, the old Metropolitan Stadium before they tore it down, and now the Twins Target Field, which is beautiful. I've been to Busch Stadium in St. Louis. That's a nice park. Fulton County Stadium before they tore that down in Atlanta, and the current I don't know even what they call it. I think they call it either Lexus or the
In Atlanta?
Mercedes Benz or I haven't been to the new one yet.
Oh, the new
And
football.
then I've been to the new football one.
Yeah.
And I've been to Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego and Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami and Camden Yards, and that's it.
Do you like Target Field?
Target Field, and I'm not being biased because I live here. It's probably because it's brand new. It's one of the nicest baseball fields I've ever seen. It is just an absolutely stunning park.
Go to San Diego, the new one, or whatever they call it now. I can't just went blank, but it's the San Diego. The part where the Padres play is insane, gorgeous, and
I'm
love.
actually going to San Diego in October, so I'll check it out.
I do love Target Field. I went in their inaugural year of that ballpark, and it was incredibly nice. I admit. So